They got Freyed.
You got Freyed.
We're on Ormond Temple Knight for our map, too.
Ooh.
Now here the draft is complete. We should be getting into it very shortly for our game 3 of our first series of the day.
I am excited. Let's see what these first bans are. Let's go.
I wonder if they ban
Just get right in.
We're on Ormond Temple.
Do they ban Fred?
They ban Rook. Okay.
Rook, okay.
I like that Rook ban.
No double Varesh ban.
Yeah, no. I wonder if Impact just like snagged the Varesh.
I mean, do it.
Hey!
There it is.
They got the Ravesh.
There it goes, the Ravesh, and then the Iva on the side of EUNITED. So,
well,
ranged, picked first here.
Very good start for EUNITED in terms of this draft. They got the pretty much counter in terms of the range DPS roll to the Varesh because you can zap off that scary judgment.
Yep.
And you can taser him and you can cleanse off his inhibitor's guard.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep.
EUNITED, they're picking the Rook as it was not banned out by Impact. I expect we see an older ban here from Impact.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ooh,
They're letting them have Rook Iva older. This is scary stuff. That's a scary comp to play against on Ormond Temple Knight.
Hey. If it works, it works.
More power to him.
If it works, it works. I'm trying to ramp back up here. Bako and then Blossom picked up, so this going a little bit differently than maybe both of us expected.
Yeah, you know, the past, what I've seen in Battlerite recently has pretty much just told me if there's an older left in the pool and there's an Iva Rook on your team, you pick it.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, we want the Blossom instead. Maybe that's a comfort thing for Randler, or maybe it's just like them predicting Impact drafting a counter to the older, and they're going to go with the Blossom instead. And I got to say, the Blossom, it did look good last game.
Yeah, Blossom did look really good. It's Randler, man. Randler seems to be good on almost every support he picks up. So.
Yeah, this is like super cool too. Like Randler, he's a player that's been around since the beginning of days of Battlerite. Like back when I was competitive, he was like one of the guys that
Which was forever ago,
like
mind you.
10 years, 15 years. Yeah, I'm an old man.
Battlerite's an old game.
Yeah, but he's been around forever, and he did not do well last season. And the fact that he's doing so well this season and looking very, very good while doing so,
yeah,
very cool.
Well, team hyped. Not team hyped. I did it. I knew I would.
Damn it, Normie.
EUNITED.
Damn it. Give me a new co-caster.
EUNITED looking to close things out with a 3-0. And it's looking like a strong start here. Vague, a little bit of trouble here against Rook. He took a ton of damage here early, got pushed up in the top half of Ormond Temple, and Sormia once more trying to get more damage out and just causing havoc right now with Rook.
Ooh, the other side was used on the Bako. A nice bulwark, going to reflect that Dance of the Dryads, but still Vega's taking quite a bit of damage, and the machine gun is going to ensure he takes even more. Sormia, he gets that charge out of Dizzler's ultimate, and now so much energy has been used on that Varesh, he's going to have to play a little safe here.
Ice Cube could have got a lot more damage to that machine gun. Had the rock not gone in there, and Central Spirit's going to come out just to try to keep the pressure off of this team. It's not going to work. Sormia is just having his way right now around this arena.
Oh, the orb, it goes to Impact.
Yeah, it did go to Impact.
Pretty good for them. They desperately needed that to get back into this. Is Sormia. He's now getting beat up a little bit. Oh, he doesn't hit that counter. The flick of the M1. Not touching Dizzler's counter there. Watch out, though. Dizzler's sitting on that full bar of energy, and the Varesh ultimate could be very good here. The machine gun, speaking of high damage ulti, is dealing quite a bit to Godolph.
Yeah, Godolph taking a lot of damage, like you said, and that orb going to EUNITED as a result. Not giving any kind of room right now to Dizzler on this Varesh. He's still sitting on that full bar of energy. Dance of the Dryads comes out. Now they're going to aggress Sormia, trying to cause havoc on the back line. The Essential Spirit is available, a ton of damage, and he hits the counter and then the zap to get him out of harm's way, but not before he just drops on health, and he goes down. Impact taking big advantage of that mistake.
You know, sometimes you play Rook and you just make a mistake and die. Yeah. Like that Rook just got absolutely bodied, and now up top, Randler's doing no better. His Dance of the Dryad's not going to dodge the first hit of that inhibitor, or that Varesh ultimate.
Claimed the orb.
So no trade is going to happen here. Blocked up against the wall. Blocked up against the wall.
Did you say blocked up?
I said, yeah, I said
I
blocked.
like that.
Yeah. I knew you would appreciate that.
Good job.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
It's no problem. Impact takes round 1.
They do, and they, you know, it looked kind of scary for him early on. I thought based off the start of that round,
it was one mistake and flipped it.
Hey, let's hear it.
It was Rook diving in, missing his rush, having no more escapes. The Ancestral Spirit came in, and then that was all she wrote. There was nothing left.
There was the Ancestral.
Zap wasn't available until way later.
Yeah, I think maybe the Zap was available. It just came in a little bit late, not expecting that huge burst of damage. But yeah, the Varesh ultimate, the powers combined, as well as the Ancestral Spirit, just so much damage dropped onto the Rook in that instance. Can't help but agree.
Pushed off, but Mia boxing up here against Vague. Vague taking a lot of pressure. Execu actually boxing out Dizzler again.
Yeah.
This matchup has definitely been one that has been back and forth in this series, but it's gone the way of Excalibur more times than not.
Yeah, especially this game. It's just such a good matchup for the Iva. He gets the taser stun here. The ultimate is going to be dropped from the Floma to try to heal up the Varesh, but he can't get back in. And Dizzler, he's starting to lose a significant chunk of HP, Jorby.
Oh, and he got the stun as well.
But Bako, he gets that ultimate onto Randler, and he separated Randler out to no man's land. And this 2v2 for Impact on the left side of the map is definitely a favorable one. We'll see if on the right side, Randler's able to make it back. He's on that Dance of the Dryads.
He's trying to get out, and they finally retreat back to help Randler out. Randler lost a good bit of health, but that could have been way deadlier for him. But EUNITED do make it back to mid.
I was kind of surprised that Vague picked up those greens instead of leaving them for Dizzler, maybe feeling like he needed that max HP. This orb is going to be taken once again by EUNITED, but the HP pools remain even. We'll see if up top the damage can come out from the Varesh onto the Iva. Oh, the Ancestral Spirit's not going to land, just off.
So many stuns on the side of EUNITED as well. They're trying to push back out. So Mia trying to start things off. Excalibur doesn't have anything in there, and pop the Dance of the Dryads. Doesn't get a lot of damage. The machine gun gonna get a lot of damage onto Dizzler.
Yeah, and EUNITED get that orb. The Rook ultimate's gonna come out too, but the Hand of Judgment is applied, and the dash from Bako interrupts it. We'll see if Dizzler can make it out here. He's really low, and this is not a desirable situation. He's on full ulti. This Varesh wants to be a little aggressive.
He wants to get up there, but as soon as he does, he's taking two ranged hits every time he tries to aggress.
Orb spawning. We'll see if the Rook is able to secure for his team. The Crush, it is going to knock it back towards Impact, and they get it. The machine gun also used. We'll see if Godolph can make it back, and he does, but this is still such a scary situation. The Dance of the Dryads comes out, and a little bit of damage comes out as a result, but Varesh killed off by the Rook. Everything going right here for EUNITED. The Bako ultimate going to try to finish off Randler, and he does. Excalibur for Mia left in this 2v2 against Vague and Godolph. Vague is pretty low. This could be a potential pain point for the Bako.
Blue team has taken the orb.
Pushed back into the Death Fog. Vague not able to find any room right now against Sarmia. Sarmia does get in cap, pushed out back into the Death Fog. No rush available. He finally gets back. The Zap keeps him back in. Big damage. The M2 lands it. The overbreak is there. The machine gun. He leaps it away. Good plays. Somehow Vague is still alive. The Warship
that
comes
taser!
Up. They try to get it. The taser gets
that taser won that
and
round.
And that is it. 1 round win.
That taser was sick. Right after the war shot was used from Vague, the taser came in from Excalibur, cleansed off that 40 HP shield on each character. That's 80 shields gone in an instant. And in that moment, that was all EUNITED. They recognized that the shield was down, there was nothing else left in the tank for Impact, and they just went. They just tunneled onto him, pushed out Vague into the sudden death, and Impact had nowhere to go.
Great plays all around from EUNITED. We saw for the longest time, it was Dizzler sitting on a full ultimate for powers combined for Varesh, and he kept getting boxed out by both Randler and Excalibur, blocked out by the wall. And in this next round, well, EUNITED, they want to keep rolling.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. As early on, Dizzler's already taken quite a bit of damage. This taser stun coming out too. Really rough start for the Varesh.
Yeah, and now Vague also taking a lot of damage, bodied out.
Blue team.
Oh, Impact. They get that orb off the back of Vague's Blood Axe.
It's very... Well, Varesh already sitting on this ult, trying to get Sarmia off of him, and now flipping back Vague. Gets tapped away. The Ancestral Spirit's going to pop out, going to keep Sarmia out of the fight just for a little bit. A lot of damage coming out, but the machine gun is available. Gets some damage onto Godolph. Godolph thrown out of the fight right now. EUNITED looking for the mid control, but Impact steal the orb again.
Yeah, really nice orb steal by Vague, and the Bulwark stun coming out on the Rook immediately after. Excalibur, Dizzler's trading very successfully with him too. This is looking very good for Impact, Jorby.
Yeah, Dizzler finally finding some room. Sarmia finally realizing what's going on, getting over to Dizzler. But they're trying to square up. EUNITED need this next orb, and they're pushed out of it. Impact is going to get it.
Yeah, Impact get the orb. Oh god, the Varesh ultimate dealing so much damage to the Rook too. He's getting so low, and he's just getting ran at now by the Bako. The counter's not procced either, and this is looking really bad for the Rook. The in cap doesn't land either, and Sarmia's got nothing left in the tank. He's trying to man up on Vague, but he hits the Bulwark, and on the other side of the fight, Excalibur's getting destroyed too. Impact firing on all cylinders, looking like they should be able to take this round, but they've actually managed to stabilize on the side of EUNITED.
This is the Impact that we definitely expected to see, and it has been a tough one. EUNITED did stabilize. They didn't get the orb, though. Impact got the orb again. So all of this energy has had to be hard fought for, haven't been able to get up those recoverable HPs, and now Impact.
Oh my
big ult, maybe? No, not gonna happen. Did they get the orb? They finally don't get an orb.
They finally don't get an orb.
You popped the ult and you didn't get the orb.
Yeah, Impact securing their 5th orb of the round, and with an advantage like that, you have no business losing. They finally find the kill out on Sturmia. The Dance of the Dryas from Randler isn't nearly as impactful as it needed to be, and Gaddafi, he's going to be just fine over here. Excafu, on the other hand, not so hot as he gets knocked out into the sudden death, and Impact, they're looking good.
Impact looked very good. It was scary at the very start, but
Yes.
then they got the first orb. They stole the first orb away. Then it looked scary again. EUNITED was squaring up, and then they stole the second orb. Veg did a great job. Veg, all series long, has done a great job stealing orbs away from EUNITED. It just hasn't really resulted in map wins just yet, but they do find themselves up here in rounds in map number 3, so very good play by Impact here early.
Yeah, we'll see if Gaddafi and co are able to continue punishing the Rook like they did in the round prior. That was where the round turned in my eyes. When they didn't hit the counter, they avoided the iframe, and then the powers combined from the Varesh just ripped onto him and did a ton of damage. That's when EUNITED fell behind.
On the backside, Dizzler squaring up both against Randler and Excafu, but he is taking a lot of damage again. It's trouble for Dizzler. On the backside, Sturmia and Veg both kind of trading, not getting a lot done on the other side, but they do get the end cap and gonna try to confirm this orb. Impact steals it away again.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they got that one.
Impact definitely should not have got that orb. That's a little bit of a slip from EUNITED, but up top, Gaddafi's gonna start taking a little bit of damage. Doing no better, however, is the Rook, and he's now got no counter, Jorby.
He has no counter, but he does get the stun, just missing the Paloma.
He fin-lived it. He missed that ulti, so unfortunate as it would have been huge, but Excafu now in a pretty scary situation as he doesn't have that space away. He's gonna have to play a little bit safe here.
Now a lot of damage. Gaddafi having to play back. Sturmia for a way back in. Veg tried to find something with the Valiant Leap, but had to pull right back away, just trying to keep Excafu and Randler back out. These walls, Randler does not want those walls.
I love Veg's positioning. He's just trying to stand in front of the Bako, or in front of the Rook, not letting Sturmia get onto his allies. The ultimate from the Varesh is going to come out and help secure the orb, but he doesn't get any damage on the enemies with it. The power, or this ultimate though from the Paloma, going to get a nice tick onto Sturmia, but not anything too impactful.
Veg trying to keep pressure onto Sturmia. Now they haven't pushed up. In trouble is Excafu. Excafu makes it out. Sturmia now in trouble, trying to turn on the backside. Wait, Veg is going to turn right on him. Machine gun is available for Excafu. And pushed around. The powers combined, going to put Hand of Judgment on literally everybody. And now Sturmia back. He's in trouble. Veg is putting so much pressure on this team. The Rush going to throw right into Gaddafi, trying to put the pressure out. The machine gun coming out for Excafu. He gets a little bit of damage out onto Dizzler, but not enough for EUNITED. They do get a lot of damage in this fight.
I actually feel okay for EUNITED. If Sturmia is able to heal up and re-engage, this could be okay for the red team. Impact not with as significant as a lead as you would have been led to believe. And Veg, he's going to in-cap out the Rook. Oh, but the Rook manages to just make it out of that Ancestral Spirit. The ultimate from the Varesh going to connect off of that tree onto the Iva, and finding the kill is Dizzler.
Such a great job by Veg, literally boxing out Sturmia that whole time. Sturmia had such trouble getting out of the Death Fog, trying to box up against Veg. He had no ability to get back, and because of that, it allowed Dizzler to do all of the work onto Excafu and get the win for Impact.
Yeah, and like you mentioned early on, Dizzler did not have the most successful early trade, but later on in that game, Dizzler seemed to be doing everything right. His ultimates were highly impactful. He was landing his M2s and threatening shatters constantly. Great play from the Varesh to iron out that round.
And so Impact, well, they've been here before.
Yep, we've seen this.
3-1 map 1.
I've read this book, Jorby.
And I don't think they liked how it ended.
No, I don't think so either.
EUNITED liked how it ended.
EUNITED was super happy.
Absolutely. They got to find a way to get, or Sturmia has to find a way to get by Veg, and they got to have an answer for Dizzler. They've had it most times, but right now, popping off.
Ooh, nice other side to dodge that charge. That's a pretty big deal, but unfortunately the counter from Sturmia is hit immediately after. Not the ideal outcome. This orb going to go to EUNITED as well. This is starting out much better for the red team than it should have, Jorby.
Absolutely. Impact does not get the steal, which they've been doing
that
all
dodge was
series long, and now throwing it away, and Central Spirit going to do a lot of damage. He does get the counter to mitigate a lot of it, but he lost about half of his health. He has Hand of Judgment on him as well. Dizzler turned back onto Randler. Randler's taking a ton of damage and going straight onto it. He realizes what's going on. Veg gets the end cap onto Randler. Once more pressure. The War Shot just going to keep him inside, but he actually takes a lot of damage, has to get other sided out.
Sequences of events like that really show how good a Battlerite player is. That happened over the course of 20 seconds, but Dizzler absolutely styling on the entirety of EUNITED. We'll see if they're able to keep it up, though, as the Paloma gets chunked a little bit hard, and Veg is not in any better of a situation. We'll see if Dizzler can keep up this aggression. Excafu's getting low, and on the other hand, Randler's doing no better. It's looking like Impact are going to be able to stabilize, but EUNITED get that orb.
EUNITED do get the orb, and now Sturmia going to aggress on top of it. Gets a lot of damage out onto, that was Veg.
Yeah.
He gets Impact out. EUNITED just trying to stabilize under the tree, and now he pushed back against Veg.
Dizzler, he used his ulti to try to go in there onto the tree, but the tree immediately disappeared when he cast that powers combined, and then as a result, 100 energy was spent and Varesh got no value. EUNITED secure the 4th orb of the round, and Jorby, in a round where they were behind 20%, they're now up 10.
This is something we've seen before, ITF. Here's EUNITED. They got these orbs, which is what has killed them these last 2 rounds. Able to secure it. They get the stun, looking for the kill, pushes it away. Excafu gets the shot back, and now Surmia trying to square up. Randler back up against Veg. It's a little bit of trouble with the zap, keeps him away from the in-cap on the Valiant Leap. The ult getting caught, and then pushed away, cancels the ult out, and saves Veg.
This round is insane, dude. That last orb is going to go to Impact, and Excafu's going to get killed by Godolph, and Dizzler combines. Powers combined being used, and the power of allies combining to find that kill onto the Iva. Randler the next to fall. Surmia going to get crushed. The counter's procced, but this is still a very uphill battle. He has the ulti. He's going to let it rip, but he's now in sudden death, and he's gone. Impact, they looked like they were going to slip, but Dizzler, he clutched that round. He played sick the entirety of that round.
Yeah, Dizzler absolutely balled out. Just everything went right for him in round number 5.
Hooray!
That's what number that was. And now Impact finds themselves up 4-1. You got to win 1 more to force map 4. Again, they're down 0-2 in maps. So this is it for them. They have a big chance here to close things out against the EUNITED in map 3.
We'll see if they can keep it up, of course. This is just the start of that climb back through the into the reverse sweep. They got to win 2 more games after this.
We've seen it once before in the playoff this weekend. Can Impact have a similar impact?
Hey. Varesh getting a little bit of damage onto Excafu, but back. Godolph 1v1ing Surmia. That's not what you want.
Not at all. As the Paloma, someone who plays a lot of Paloma, that's a tough one.
Rook's pretty scary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Orb,
Veg doing a lot of work, and the orb does go to EUNITED, actually.
Yeah, they needed it too. Dizzler did quite a bit of damage to Excafu, the flamethrower coming out trying to deal damage to the Bako. The war shot stacked with the other side, which is very unfortunate, but still Veg manages to make it back to his Paloma.
And now a lot of pressure onto Dizzler, forcing him out to get the stun. Veg trying to, and Bulwark to the face, Rook. How about that for your head? We need a CTE scan for Rook.
Someone call the ambulance, dude.
We got a concussion protocol on Orma Temple. Hurt.
Yeah, the Rook, he's found himself in the back line of Impact as well. Not trading so successfully, and Randler's not doing much better. And Incap does come out onto the Rook. He's got that full bar of energy. It's a little bit scary here. He's gonna choose to use it. The ulti coming out hits 1.
He got 2. He got Veg.
Ooh, Impact. They get that orb with the ultimate from Dizzler too. Dizzler's in a scary situation.
Dizzler's actually taking a lot of damage from Excafu. He is not winning this trade at all. In front of him was Veg. Veg got back to him, and Surmia just gonna try to cause havoc against Godolph. Godolph pushed right back into, or Veg, excuse me, pushed into the Bloom, that stun, but he's able to get away from it. And now EUNITED are in a strong position, but they need this orb. They don't get it.
Yeah, Impact to get the orb off the back of a powers combined. Dizzler using his ultimate so wisely the entirety of this game. We'll see if they can keep it up though. Surmia, he's at risk of being punished right here. The Ancestral Spirit's dropped. The charge gets him out though.
He does get out. And repositioned nicely. Hey teammates, how you doing?
Both teams posting up the trade greens right here. EUNITED down in the bottom quadrant, but they're now all coming together. The orb goes to Impact, and so much damage coming out. The zap not doing enough, but the ultimate from
what a switch.
Yeah, canceled out by the swap of Godolph. Beautiful play here. The in-cap onto the Bako as well. The M2 comes out. Surmia's at risk.
Surmia's at risk. He goes right in on to Dizzler, but he's got nothing left. He does have the counter, doesn't get hit, and now he's in trouble. He doesn't have rush available. He does get zapped back in outside the Deathfuck. Dizzler's still in trouble. The machine gun gonna get some damage, but he gets stunned out.
Yeah, that was very scary there for a moment. Speaking of scary, Rook's HP next to nothing, going to be reduced to nothing, and Impact gonna claim their first game of the series.
So Impact forced map number 4 in this series that was all them, thanks to Dizzler and the work by Godolph, especially at the end. That game 6 was so deadly at the end. The machine gun pops from Excafu, and that could have been it right there. But Godolph had soul transfer and used it so wisely and canceled out that ultimate.
That swap was hot.
Hot swap. Hot swap.
It was hot swap, yeah. Hot swap, just like my keyboard.
Yep.
Only like 4 people got that joke, but that's okay.
That's 4 more people than we deserve.
4 more people. Yeah, I appreciate all you people who understand keyboard references.